Hi, everybody. Welcome to today's continuing education class. And our esteemed presenter is the famous Lorena Wong. She's my sister-in-love. She's got so much energy, so much knowledge, and we're just very excited that you're here today. And if any of you have anything to add as she's presenting, you know, it really is a safe place. This is a community. We learn from each other. So even though some of us might have been using oils for longer, some of you have had some really awesome tips and experiences that you want to share with us. So we welcome you to do that too, right? Okay, so we're going ahead and share. I'm going to put the screen share on.
You want Claire to share it? Claire can share it for us.
Oh, Claire can share? Oh, good, okay.
She's set up for that.
Oh, she said, oh, very good, wow, okay. Okay, so, all right, I think all of you know who I am. I'm a pediatrician and homeschool mom of 7, and I just love essential oils, and I love teaching about them because of all the amazing things that they can do. So why don't you introduce yourself, Lorena?
Oh, hi, my name is Lorena Wong, and I've been using essential oils probably since the end of 2015. Gosh, it's been almost 5 years. And I got involved because my husband was going through some actual recovering from a form of cancer. And so to make him healthy, I really wanted some answers, and I wanted to be able to see what was out there because his energy was low and everything. And somebody introduced me to doTERRA, and that's how I started. And now my whole family is using the oils, and we just love it. And this is a great way that we can really bring in more natural things into our lives. So, are we ready to start? I guess so. So, I guess Dr. Tina wanted me to talk about, I have my oils, now what? And I'm all like, girls, I told my girls, now what? And they said, use them. I'm all, oh, that's a good thing. We need to use your oils, right? So, so actually, this is just the first of the series, and we are going to be having one on nutrition and supplements, toxic-free living, women's health and hormones, essential skincare, sleep, stress, and emotions, oils for the young and old, and oils for pain management. So I think I'm just beginning, and everything else is gonna just like be more detailed. So sorry if I'm talking fast, but I want to get through. I only got a half an hour. So anyways, so again, thank you, Dr. Tina, for getting the setup for us. So 4 o'clock on Sundays, if you come to all of them, she wants to let you know that, and this is your first time you've been through the series, she wants you to know that we're gonna be giving you a prize if you were able to attend all 8 of the sessions. And she's gonna record it in case you aren't able to make it that week. You can listen to the recording and maybe jot down a couple things that you learned. So, okay, so here we go. So, so some of you might have already had your oils for a long time. Some of you might just got your oils. But do you remember why you decided to get your oils to start with? You know, think about it. Was it to get a healthier lifestyle? Was it to get, to do natural solutions? Was it because of doTERRA's reputation? Were you trying to battle certain health ailments? Prove your lifestyle? What was it that what enticed you to get your oils? Or if you haven't got them yet, you know, what was it? Is that you?
No, not.
So just think about that, and maybe this will help motivate you to actually, like my daughter says, now I have them, what do I do with them? You use them, and don't be afraid of them. That's the thing that I just want to encourage you all to do. So there are some great things to start off with. You can, the references, the that I want to tell you about, because this is like right at the beginning. I hope that you've actually opened your oils. But the first thing is get on this Facebook if you can with Dr. Tina's Facebook page and ask your enroller to help get you into the Facebook. It's a private group, so don't worry. You could put questions into the chat. You could search things up, so that's a great thing. Another thing is just the doTERRA.com website is an awesome place for any kind of education. They have the Daily Drop app. It's another app called doTERRA Daily Drop. Put that in. They have like little 1-minute videos that you can go through every day. And so that is another resource. What I'm trying to do is give you resources. Another one is just the references. Look at, we have so many books you could do. Here's the Modern Essential book. Here's Oil Magic. Here's another Essential Life. These are all that I've accumulated over the years. And then now they go to paperback and it's lighter. And even Dr. Tina has this evidence, we love this, evidence-based essential, but you don't really need all these books. You can even use an app. There's lots of apps that are, you know, only about $6.99, $3.99. So, you know, you're welcome to use those. You know, other things are like Pinterest if you want recipes or diffuser recipes, you know, just go to Pinterest. The only thing is I ask, you know, you can get all that information from someone else, but really you need to use the doTERRA product and the oils because that's the purity and where the best stuff comes from, okay? So that is, oh, and another great reference, if you don't know this already, customer service. Please call customer service if you don't know. 1-800-411, which is like information, 411-8151. And if you have problems with your orders or anything like that, please, you know, go call them or any of the people who helped you enroll or get you started. Okay, so hopefully that gives you some more references to do. Now, so now what do we do? So I don't know if all of you are familiar with all of the products that they do have, and what could support your health goals. Maybe those were some things that you listed on the other sheet of some of your goals. But there's always a journey to get to your health goals, right? And I want to give you an acronym that I just learned. It was awesome. It's how do you get to your oil goals faster? So it's FAST, F-A-S-T. So F. So we're going to just go through them really fast. It's so to get a thing, a look at what doTERRA has to help support these health goals. So the F is for, it's your foundation. So you got food and water. So for food, unfortunately, you know, I'm not the healthiest shopper. And so I don't get necessarily what I need to get when I go shopping. So to supplement it, especially now that I'm good out shopping, we all take the lifelong vitality supplement. So this will help you get all your vitamins from A to Z, your fish oils and your essential oils. So this is a great foundation along with, and I'm just going to run through these because we're going to go into detail later on in the other sessions. The Terrazyme, which is the food enzyme, the PB Assist, which is the probiotic. Like any of the citrus oils, like lemon to help cleanse you, and frankincense. Those are all great foundational oils. That's the F. Food and water. Oh, and then the water, this is I learned. You take your, how much are you supposed to drink? Well, you take your body weight, and let's say, and I'm an accountant, so I already did this math, 120, let's say you're 128 pounds. Well, you divide that by 2. So you get 64 pounds. So turn that into ounces. So you should really be drinking 64 ounces. So if you divide it by 8 ounces in a cup. So that's 8 cups a day. So that is like a half gallon of milk. So that's how much water you should be getting, you know. So that's besides the food and your nutrition, it's water is a great foundation. So that's the F. Then the A is activity. So we're talking about what can we use for activity. So we have, of course, the LLV again, okay? That's what, and then the Slim and Sassy, which is the metabolic blend. The Deep Blue Rub, which will help you with all your aches and pains after you exercise. And then we have things for inflammation. We have the Copaiba soft gel, and then also the oil, along with the turmeric, which this is kind of cool. Came out new last year, but it's not only the turmeric oil in here, but it's the turmeric plant extract. So it's a dual capsule. It's one of a kind. doTERRA came out with that, which was after a 3-year-long developing that. So that is that activity, the A. So the S in FAST is sleep and stress. So managing your sleep and your stress. So what again can you take for that? Of course, the LLV again. We have the frankincense, a balance, which is a grounding blend. Lavender, I know some of you, lavender. We also have the Serenity, which is the restful blend. Now the Serenity, and then there's the Adaptive, which is the calming blend. So both those are really not to ingest, but they do have a form, and they reformulated those to actually create an internal form of both of those products. So that is to help with your stress and your sleep. So that's the S. And then there is the T, which is the toxic load reduction. So hopefully that's another one. So there's so many things on this. There's the diffusers. We got the On Guard concentrate, which we can make like little like spray bottles. And here's another spray bottle. And then we have, I ran out of my laundry detergent, but here is the roll, some of the dryer balls that you could put in. And all you need is like, I use Purify. You can use whatever it smells. And you just drop a couple of these and put them in your dryer. That will help instead of, the dryer sheets. Also, we have the doTERRA On Guard toothpaste. And, and this has been out for a long time, but there is the, right now, how you're supposed to wash your hands so many times. Well, here is the hand foaming soap. And to save up a little bit, I only put about this much in of the concentrate and fill the rest with water. So, and I reuse those bottles. So hopefully these will come back soon. So you can use that. And then there's the skincare and the spa products. Well, we used to get the little bottles of shampoo and conditioner, but now, thank goodness they have the larger bottles. So we have that. I love their, we get probably 3 of these. They come in 3 packs and 1 packs. This is the moisturizing bath bar. It's infused with grapefruit and bergamot and things like that. And then of course there is the skin line, where I just kind of went into my cupboard and just pulled out all of these things. Tightening serum. We have the anti-aging eye cream. So we have a lot. And then there's a mud mask that's supposed to be really good. My daughters love that. So those are just some of the things we can do for the T, which is the toxic reduction. Okay. So.
Oh, great job, Lorena. Great job. Can we go back to that slide really quick?
Yes.
I just wanted to add something. Some of you may not be as mathy as our accountant, Lorena. And so like, figuring out how many ounces exactly to drink of water might be a little taxing for you to remember all that. As long as your pee is like clear or really light yellow, you're drinking enough water, okay? If it's tea colored, apple cider colored, then you need more water in your system. And then you're doing a great job. I love everything you're saying. With the exercise and weight management, those products are great, but we do need to move our bodies.
Yes.
Yes, preferably every day. If you can walk or do some things in your home that just bring up your heart rate, maybe help you sweat a little bit, that is really helpful for health as well, and will help with your stress and sleep also. But thank you so much, Lorena. And also with the toxic load reduction, come to the toxin-free living talk that Dr. Penny is going to do, because we can use all of these products in very creative ways. Like you can use what doTERRA has to make your own spot cleaner and your own like glass cleaner and your own oven cleaner, and it's really effective and so healthy. Yeah, so thank you so much, Lorena.
No problem. Okay, can you go to the next one? Yeah, thank you for expanding on that. Sometimes I get just like, have so much to say. Okay, so I want to review again the 3 ways that we can use it. So aromatically, right? That is the first way. So, you know, try something new. You've just got your oils. Okay, for example, here is my diffuser that I use, and I have them in probably every room. This is one. And what I do, this is what I do. I just get a bowl, and these are actually all the oils that I've used to diffuse. I mean, I have peppermint in there, citrus bloom, citrus twist. I mean, they're just all here. And so they know that these go in the diffuser. So it is so easy to use the diffuser. For example, here's one. You just fill it up to the red dot right here, or whatever diffuser you have, and then you just add it. You don't have to use special water. You could just use tap water if you wish, but remember to clean out your diffuser. Maybe, you know, they say a couple times a month. You know, I think we hadn't done my daughter's for like a whole year, but it works now. I just cleaned it. So, yeah, just do it. And you know, it's just a couple drops. So, well, actually in a small room, in a larger room, you might want 4 or 5 drops. I've been using it a lot, especially with the kids going to school and me at work. I've been doing peppermint and rosemary a lot, but there's so many options for you. Purify, spearmint, breathe, you know, balance, whatever you need. So that is the diffuser part. There's also, you know, a way you can just use aromatically. You know, you can just get out a bottle and smell it, right? Or you can just put it in your hand, like the peppermint, and breathe it in this way, or breathe it in this way, and it goes through your lungs. Those are all ways to get it into you aromatically. So, okay, the next one. Another way is the internal way. So you just start right here. I have my glass of water, and I actually put green mandarin, and it's just really simple. You just, you know, that's it. And try to use a glass container or a metal. Look at, this is just a spaghetti jar bowl, a sauce jar that I just recycled. But they're really useful now. My kids are older, so they really love this. It's kind of cool, you know. So anyways, that's a way to do it. Another way to get it inside you is, I'm sorry. I do want to mention this for supplemental facts, especially like, for example, I didn't go over this, but like the Serenity, they don't have supplemental facts on it. And when I mean supplemental facts, I mean right here, if you see it, it looks like, you know, when you see a food product, they'll give you the supplemental facts. When you see that, that means that it is okay to take internally. If you don't see it, then you should not take it internally, okay? So like for Serenity, you don't, but there's another form, it's the pills, right? So, so please remember that, not all of them. Mostly the ones that aren't good for internally or that are dangerous are more like the wood oils that you shouldn't. But mostly, I mean, this whole bowl, oh, I had to show you my bowl of oils for what we use for water. I mean, somebody asked me one time, what's the difference between all the mandarins? There was a red mandarin, a yellow mandarin, and a green mandarin. I'm all, I don't know, let me see. And I actually had them all in my bowl. I laid them all around, all through them. See, I have green mandarin, lime, bergamot, I have grapefruit, I have lemon, I have kumquat, I have white grapefruit, I have tangerine, I have red mandarin, I have peppermint, I have clementine, yellow mandarin. I mean, spearmint, I have, you know, so, and I just keep them in the bowl. I kind of keep them separate than the ones that I diffuse, just in case you, oopsie, they put it into their water. But anyways, another way to do it internally, I really want to show you about the veggie caps. If you haven't experienced this, what it is an empty veggie cap, which is just a cap that's empty, and you get about 160 of them for like $4. So, and then from here you would just, you know, open them up, and you would just get, I don't know, I just pulled on guard. So, and then you just really just it's not that difficult. You just drop one in, or how many you want. You close it up. You could put as much as you want in there. I mean, sometimes we do the flume, and it's gone. So that's another way to get it internally. Okay, so those are the like 3 ways to do it internally. Okay, and then the last way is dilution, right? So, or topically, I mean. So there's different ways. Of course, you know that there's like the deep blue rub, or there's the unscented lotion that they have. And with this, it's really nice. It's not really greasy. You could put whatever oils you want on it, but here is the hand and body lotion. So that's one way. Another way is to do it neat, which means undiluted. So you can actually put oils on you that's undiluted. We suggest, though, that it's kind of easier to use like a fractionated coconut oil or some kind of oil to like help apply, and also to help keep the oil from dissipating into the air. So we have the fractionated coconut oil here. So you could just use it like that, or doTERRA sells these for like a couple bucks, these puffers, which is really nice. So, you know, you could do that. If you want to mix it into like a roller bottle, I have my roller bottles here. These are empty roller bottles, and you would just put the oils in, and there's a little dilution, you know, thing on the screen, but you know, depending on what it is, they said between 1/10 and 1/3 of a 10 ml. This is a 10 ml. This is like a 5 ml. When people say 10 ml roller bottles, this is what it is. And you just really, it's easy. You put in the oils, and then you could just squirt in the fractionated coconut oil. Another way, I want to show you how to open these oil bottles that save your fingers, okay? This is just a little tip. If you want to get this orifice off, what an easy way is to just barely turn the cap on it and pop it up, and there you go. You just popped up this orifice, and in case you want to get the last couple drops out of this oil bottle. Otherwise, you can use like one of these tools that they have that, actually I think doTERRA sells these tools too. I think it comes in 3 in a pack or something like that, where you can just like, you know, wiggle it in there and pop it up. And that will also work in these roller bottles, where you can just, you know, jam back this in. Instead of hurting your hand, you just jam it back in there, these roller bottles too. So hopefully that kind of explains how to use it topically. Oh, and remember, like small doses, to use several small doses rather than one larger doses. So if you could do it, you know, start low with the low dose, you know, especially when you're, you know, doing this for the first time, you know, you could just do a couple drops, just do a skin patch just to make sure that your skin's not sensitive to any of the oils. And then go on from there. Okay. Okay, So yeah, like I said, this is talking about more about the supplements that you can start. The supplements are normally 4 pills or 4 capsules of each 3 of the bottles 1 time a day. Oh, not 1 time, yeah, once a day. So 4. So for me, and they kind of recommend, that's for a full dose. But for somebody like 120, they said 120 pounds or lower, you could really do a half dose. So that will be 2 of each one of these bottles. But start off, I mean, and if you need more, you just put in another capsule. And if you need less, you put on less. But it's really the lifestyle and just doing it consistently and routinely to help your whole nutrition, your whole body get healthy. So that's talking about that a little bit. And then the last thing we wanted to talk about is just kind of a great way to buy, all this doTERRA, which is really below wholesale. So if you're not aware of it already, they have a program called the Loyalty Rewards Program. And it's just to be able to earn rewards points back for the purchases. So they also, if you're on this Loyalty Rewards Program, you get 100% back in your shipping costs. And every month you can qualify you start off at 10% back of your PV purchases. You're getting 10% back in points to use for free product in the future. So you start off with 10%, and then after 3 months, you go to 15%, then 20%, then 25%. Actually, you can go up to 30%. So, so that is a great way to get below wholesales, because you're actually getting these free points for future products. So that is, and another, okay, so also with the LRP, it allows you to get the free product of the month. So if you're not aware of that, all it is there's just a couple requirements. You would need to be on LRP. You would need to have a purchase of 125 PV, and you would have to make that order processed by the 15th of every month. So what do you get? Okay, well, we don't really know what you get because they don't tell us until the 1st of every month. But for example, this month, this was the free product of the month, which is Caraway, right? You can't even buy this product normally. They don't even sell this. And the last month, the month before, it was Fennel. So they changed it around. So you don't know what it is. It's kind of exciting. I think they had Hiniko ones, which you can't, that's a Japanese one, and you can't even buy that. So that's something to look forward to if you're on the LRP also. So in fact, that is going to be our special keyword today. If you, as part of seeing the series, we want to make sure that you were able to listen and learn something. So our word is the LRP. So just remember that. So if you continue with the series, we just want to reward you after you see everything. So I did not look at any questions, but was there any?
Yeah, there were a lot of questions, and we answered a lot of them on chat. So thank you, everyone, for participating. And you did a great job, Lorena. Let's all give her a nice reaction. Yay! Thank you, Lorena. Thank you. The other thing I do want to mention is when you buy your Lifelong Vitality Pack, you can actually get certain products for like half or even over half price off. So if we could go back to that visual, Claire, that's really, really key for people who have like pain issues or who have gut issues, and you want to make sure that you have your enzyme, your Terrazyme all the time. You can purchase the enzyme for about half price if you customize it with the LLV or the vitamins. And then same with like the Deep Blue polyphenol, which is the pain pill. Has a lot of turmeric and resveratrol, ginger, frankincense. Really amazing for pain. And it's usually $60, but when you buy it with the LLV, it's only $20. So I just wanted to bring that up too. Okay, so are there any questions? I thought that was really informative. Thank you, Lorena.
So is there any question? I didn't read them. So if you could just unmute yourself and ask. Or
Keyword again, Lorena?
I'm sorry, what?
What was the keyword again?
Oh, LRP.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if you missed this amazing presentation and you want to be able to watch it, I'll be putting it on the Facebook group. I'll put it on the discussion thread, and I'll also put it on a unit so it's easy to find. The units will be called Continuing Education for August, September, October. And if you, let's say, didn't come to the class today, you have a friend who wants to watch it because this information was awesome. If they watch it, if they just comment 2 or 3 things that they learned from watching the call on the Facebook site, then we'll know that they watched it. And then instead of a killed word, we want them to comment there. Okay, because, you know, to be honest with you, when you comment on Facebook, we all learn from each other.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right. And you might be wondering what the prize is. The prize is going to be something very special from the person that invited you. You can figure out like maybe something that you don't have in doTERRA, up to $35 of something that you would like to have in doTERRA. And so if it's from someone that invited you, and if they need a little bit of help providing that for you, they can reach up to their silver leader to get that prize to you. Okay, because we really think that the benefit of these CE classes is the education itself. Like the education is the reward also, but then we also want to give you a little thank you for coming. Okay, all right. So any other questions?
Hi guys, I'm a new client here at doTERRA. I signed up under Joe and it's absolutely wonderful. I have a young son who is 25 years old and he has Down syndrome.
Yeah.
He has a lot of autistic behaviors and horrible sleeping patterns, and Joe knows we had a horrific 2 weeks up round the clock for 4 days straight. And most recently I started putting frankincense in his belly button and then rubbing it deeply in, and then also putting lavender around his neck along with some down his spine. And he has slept several nights in a row. And I just want to say, am I using the right things? I mean, it is working, but I just want to make sure it's utterly amazing. I mean, I'm almost in tears talking about it because I don't even know what to say.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much for sharing. Really appreciate it. I mean, you moms with special needs kids, we just love on you because that is hard. That is hard. So we're so glad that the oils are helping. You are using the right things. Frankincense and lavender are both very calming. I would also try balance and serenity. And then I would look up Adam Autism Family. I put it in the chat there. They're a family in Malaysia with an autistic boy, and they use a lot of oils, rose, lavender, frankincense. And in fact, the boy, he's like probably in his 20s now. He has a big Barney stuffed animal that he carries with him everywhere. And the parents put lavender on it like all the time. I always see them putting lavender on it. And the minute he smells his Barney, you can see all of his behaviors, his whole facial expressions calming down, you know. And I've also heard of people who work at autism camps. They, the counselors will use balance on the wrists of the autistic campers to help them transition from one activity to the other, because autistic kids have a hard time transitioning from one to the other. So yeah, you're doing the right thing. Keep exploring. And every person is different. So there may be certain smells that really are calming to him that may not be as calming to you. So it just kind of try it out. For example, petite grain has a lot of linalool, similar to lavender oil. Both oils, petite grain and lavender, have linalool, but they smell so different. But some men don't like to use lavender because of the floral smell. It's kind of maybe too feminine for them, but they do want something relaxing. So petite grain is a really good option because it has that linalool, but it doesn't smell like a flower.
Okay, thank you so much. I know my son wanted to go back to bed this morning, and he came to me after a big full breakfast. It was mid-morning, and he said, "Mama, tummy medicine."
Oh.
So he knows already.
Yeah, they're very calming. Yeah.
So thank you so much.
Thank you. Keep on coming.
Oh, yes.
Karen, yes, you're going to learn so much. Next week, we're taking a break because of Labor Day.
Right.
The week after, we're going to talk about the supplements, and you're going to learn so much from Dr. Linda.
Okay, I have my printout and of all the classes, so I look forward to it.
Yay.
I had a question about the LRP. If there's 2 orders, actually, to get the free product of the month, actually, it needs to be in 125 PV order. You can't combine the 2. It has to be in 1.
Okay. So we also have a question about a 1-year-old who has seizures. So was it a febrile seizure caused by temperature, high temperature? Because that's a lot different than a seizure that might have, like, let's say, an anatomical reason or an infectious reason. So, okay, so maybe you could put that in the chat. Okay, adaptive is really good too for calming. Okay, my sister's friend just had a thyroid surgery to remove a cancerous tumor. Any suggestions? Okay, so Immortel, that blend, is really, really supportive for the thyroid. And it's also really good for scarring. So I would recommend Immortel, and I would dilute it because Immortel is a pure essential oil roller. There's no coconut oil in there. And sometimes it can be a little bit strong. And you can also save a ton of money too if you dilute it into 4 different rollers. Okay.
Tina?
Yeah.
Can I go back to the
the seizure? Yes.
Well, first, with the autism, there was a question about autism and ADHD. Very similar. Adaptive is meant for that. How old is the person with ADHD is the question. If it's older, you can give the adaptive capsule and just buy the adaptive system, which is the roller ball, diffuse it, and then you can take the capsules. But for the boy with autism, adaptive diffused and topical is great. Copaiba is awesome as well. Copaiba, because it affects the neurologic system, and there's a lot of overlap, with the seizures, with ADHD, with autism, and so you want to decrease that inflammation. You want to do that by various ways. Auntie Melee's blend is a higher dose, so that's why I put that in there, but then I said for the 1-year-old, I mean, I don't know, like if this is a febrile seizure, I mean, it still will help. You could still use it during, if it is febrile seizure. Did we establish if it's febrile? Because if it's febrile, you know how you're supposed to give Tylenol, Motrin, or whatever, trying to keep the temperature down. Well, then you can maybe use some peppermint on the feet. But also you can put these oils on if you know the baby's going to get a fever, like during that time. And then again, that will increases the seizure threshold, meaning that it's harder for that baby to have a seizure. Also, very important for ADHD and autism. No, it was for Down syndrome, but still, issues with toxin avoidance is very important. So the whole part about the toxin avoidance, you might want to come to that class, because a lot of the toxins that we have in our food and our shampoos and our lotions and soap, those are very inflammatory to the brain. So you want to stay away from that. So.
Absolutely. And then also, if you have any respiratory issues, all those toxins can be very irritating to your respiratory system as well. So much good learning, huh? This is so much fun. Okay, Dr. Tina, can you type the name? Oh yes, I'll type this. Okay, so it's Immortel.
Dr. Tina, I also have a question. Maybe it's easier to just ask. In general, people that are, cancer-prone patients, what would they, is LLV something to start in terms of I'm not sure what to start if someone they have a family history of cancer, the dad has cancer. the brother has cancer. So
Yeah, LOV is really amazing. There's a lot of antioxidant properties in it, and that's really what you want when you have a family history of cancer. Is you want something to just collect all those free radicals. And then also the DDR prime, which is stands for DNA damage repair blend. It's a blend really, really high in frankincense. It has some lemongrass and summer savory thyme. Though that blend of oils is really good for cancer support too. And then frankincense itself, rubbing it on the area of concern is really helpful. A pink pepper is another oil too. But if you wanted like something just really easy, a user-friendly, I would start with the Healthy Habits Kit, which has the LOV in it. It has the gut support. You really want to have good gut support too. And then also has a bottle of frankincense in there. So that's what I would start with.
yeah, would you mind typing all that in? This is all new to me. And
Yeah.
then for people, if they are going through chemo, any kind of treatment, chemotherapy or whatever, is this okay to start,
Yeah.
to take any of these supplements or do the oil?
I think it depends on the
essential
type.
oil?
It depends on the type of cancer treatment too. So it would have to be an individual basis thing.
Yeah.
Maybe in that case, you can that person can make an appointment with me to have
Okay.
a consult. And then some oncologists, they don't not comfortable with the oral usage of oils, but they don't mind the aromatic usage because even if you aren't using the oils internally, there's so many ways to support somebody with cancer with the topical and aromatic usage, because going through cancer can be very anxiety causing, and lavender adaptive, very reducing of anxiety. It can cause disruptions in sleep. So again, that's where Serenity can come in. Lots of nausea, probably from chemotherapy treatment, and so that's where Digestin can come in. So yeah, I hope that helps you.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate after the surgery, I think she have some numbness. So most probably hit some nerve or something.
Yeah. Copaiba is really good for nerve regeneration. So you can use that topically too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Great. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to go into the next part of our discussion today. We're getting to like 10 minutes before 5. So if you need, actually, I need to go at 5. I just remembered. So I'm going to run through this next part really fast. But, as you can see, we have a lot of people who love oils here. And when you love something, don't you just want to share it, right? And so that's what I'm going to be talking about here. So let me go to the slides again. Oh, thank you, Claire. She's so good. Claire is like the best assistant ever. From all this COVID, I miss having her around here at our house. Okay, thank you, Claire. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, yeah, so, oh, because Claire's helping me. This next part is called building your pipeline. Okay, as you share doTERRA, it can actually help you to create a community of wellness, a place where you can help each other to become healthier, but it can also provide financial help too. Okay, so next slide, Claire.
Is this for everybody to listen to, or?
No, this is not for everyone. These are for people who want to share doTERRA.
I see.
Yeah, if you're just happy using that's totally fine.
Okay.
But if you're interested to know,
So they're welcome to leave or welcome to stay on.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, and it's just gonna be 10 minutes. So there's 3 types of people who come to doTERRA. The first type of person, someone who wants to live a wellness lifestyle. Secondly, someone who wants to share. And then third, someone who is interested in building and earning an income with doTERRA. Okay, next slide. So where are you at? Are you currently in a traditional job where you're trading hours for dollars? There's limits on advancements. There's limits on your time frame, or you're building another person's dream. Direct sales is what doTERRA is. It's authentic direct sales. There is a true residual income attached. There's no limits on advancements. There's freedom to choose your schedule, and you're going to be building your own dream. So next slide. Okay, so why doTERRA as a company? Well, doTERRA has the most tested and most trusted essential oil customers. There's over 9 million customers now, and it's used by doctors and hospitals worldwide. It is the largest essential oil company in the world that has paralleled the rate of growth as Apple. And like 2 years ago, essential oils were a $5.5 billion industry, and now it's like 7.5. And then in the next couple of years, it's projected to be a $20 million industry, and billion-dollar industry rather, because people are interested in natural health now. They want a return to nature, and they want to be guided, which is what we provide as our team. So there's a record-breaking retention rate of 65%. That means that people who order once, 65% of them will order again, because they see the benefit, how much it helps our health and also our emotions. Okay, doTERRA is a privately owned company, and they are debt-free. Okay, next slide. Okay, so are you hauling buckets, going to work every day? Are you building a pipeline where when you open that spout, the income will flow? Okay, next slide. Okay, so how do you earn an income in doTERRA? 4 main things that just repeat themselves. Sample, teach a class, like these continuing education classes, enroll or help people start an account, and then you support them. And what's amazing in our team is that we already have a pretty good support system in our Facebook. We have a support system here in continuing education, and you're not alone. You can invite your people to these things. And then teaching, we have a class every Thursday for new people who want to learn about essential oils. It's super basic, and we always give people a chance to start their own account if they want to, because I strongly believe that you can talk about essential oils, but that you're not going to be serving your friend truly unless you show them how to get the essential oil in their home. Okay, next slide. Okay, so these are the income opportunities. And I just want to go through, this is a graph. It has a timeline at the bottom. So doTERRA is not a company where you get rich quick, okay? They're not going to have like flashy cars and big, mansions to show you. doTERRA is a steady income if you share and if you show up to serve your friends and family or people that you have been meeting. What happens is that the income steadily grows as you share about the product. Okay, so in like 3 months, if you are putting in like 15 to 20 hours per week, you may earn $365 per month. And at the beginning, that may not seem like a lot, but if you continue that for another 3 months, you can even earn up to $1,000 a month. Okay, and that's significant for people. Some people, that's their mortgage. And then if you work consistently at it for a year and a half, you may be able to earn about $2,000 a month. Okay, working at it consistently for 2 years, about $5,000 a month. And that's significant because for a lot of people, that will help them to quit their job, $5,000 a month. Okay, and keep going, and then the ranks get higher and the income increases too. Okay, next slide. Okay, so testimony, share what residual income means to you. Okay, so for me, I'm a pediatrician, and I have chosen to work part-time while I raise my 7 kids. And so some seasons of my life, I wasn't working very much because I was home having them, birthing them, pregnant with them, or homeschooling them. And so my income wasn't significant, okay, from my pediatric work. When I started to do doTERRA, it was something that I could do from home. It was also something that I was really passionate about because it's so natural and because it really puts a lot of education and power into a person's life, okay? As a doctor, you come and see me, I give you advice. It's maybe a 10, 15-minute visit, right? But if I can teach you about doTERRA, how to take the supplements, use the oils, how to eat right, exercise, have less stress, reduce toxins in your home, I have given you a tool that will serve you for the rest of your life, and a tool where you can make your own health decisions a lot more effectively than me just meeting you in the clinic. So this doTERRA really provided for me a rewarding way to help people. And it has brought in a residual income now. So I am currently a Blue Diamond, my husband and I. And so I have exceeded what I make as a physician. And that has been incredible to me. And I just feel a strong sense of wanting to serve my team and help them to succeed as well. Okay, can you go to the next slide? Okay, so how much time is actually involved? Okay, to pay for your product, 3 to 5 hours per week. Okay, if talking about the product, maybe posting it on social media. And then to supplement your income, it would be 10 to 15 hours per week. To replace your income, it would be more, 15 to 30 hours per week. But what other job can you work at for like 4 years, or actually no, it was 2.5 years, and actually earn an income that is like $5,000 a month, just for in 2.5 years, right? So I think doTERRA is really a wonderful answer for a lot of people who want to be at home, love natural things, and who are willing to educate and share natural products with others. So could this work for you? Yes, if you're passionate about oils, if you care about people, if you can follow a system and get things done, then this can be for you. And what system are we talking about? We have a system called, it's the Daily Mentor Calls. It's put out by Elise Setterby. We meet every Monday at 7 p.m. and we teach you the steps to take to earn an income in doTERRA and how to support your people. And for some of you, you might be like, I don't want to earn an income in doTERRA. I just really want to help people. That's great, because I can show you how to do that too. And you do 3 to 5 hours per week. You are helping lots of people with the system that we were talking about. And then you are also getting your product paid for. Okay, and so that's really rewarding. So at the get-go, how do you start? Okay, identify what type of person you are. Are you a number 1 who loves essential oils, just wants to live this lifestyle? 2, you want to share with people. Or 3, you really want to build an income. What are you, 1, 2, or 3? And I will help you to be that person. Okay, so, and it's not just me, I have a whole team here. We work together, okay? So if you want to start right away and to share with other people, I would download the dailymentorcalls.com. It is totally free. It is audio. You could be chopping your vegetables for dinner, doing your hair, whatever, and you will hear 2 to 3 minute, little audio clips about how to share doTERRA in a way that is comfortable, in a way that comes from the heart. You're serving others, okay? And yet at the same time, you will be able to make an income. So, and suddenly you just know it's time to start something new, and you trust the magic of new beginnings. So this is the end of my presentation. Do you have any questions?